Hello YouTube, this is the Kershaw Chill. It is a very thin, very light knife. It weighs 2 ounces. Before I take it off the handy dandy two-way measuring tool, let's read it. The blade is 3 1/4 and the handle's 4 inches. So it's got a decent size. It is an R.J. Martin design. It's got a very nice blade. I like the shape of the blade. HCR 13 MOV, R.J. Martin. And that must be the model number, 3410. It is not spring assisted. It has a flipper, no thumb studs, opens just fine. Well, I had to flick that a little bit, didn't I? Let's try it again. There you go. Okay, it is thin. You can see how thin it is. It does have a back spacer. It's got skeletonized liners, which add to its lightness. And the very things that everybody loves about this, I look at other reviews. Its thinness and its lightness, I have to tell you guys, they are the very things I do not like about this knife. I like a knife that fills the hand. This is way too skinny for me. This is way too skinny. I don't wear skin-tight pants. My pockets will accommodate a thicker knife. So the thinness, I understand a lot of people are into thin and light. Nothing fancy. Boy, he preaches about light all the time. But the lightness and thinness of this, it just doesn't feel like there's really anything in your hand. I would just prefer something with a bit more heft. Something that I knew was there. I'm going to show you the difference because it happens to be in my pocket. This is another inexpensive Kershaw knife. This one has spring assist. This is my favorite EDC. It's the Volt 2. And I want you to just look at the thickness comparison. The reason I love the Volt so much is not because it's a high-end knife, but because of the way it feels in my hand. Look at the finger grooving. Look at the thickness. Does it weigh more? You bet it weighs more. But I'm not such a weak little wimp that I can't lift anything more than 2 ounces. I love this knife. Let's go back to the knife we're talking about. Okay. The very things people love about it, I really don't like. I've changed the clip to be right side tip up. You can do that. I didn't even have to strip them out like I do on several Kershaw models. And I'll tell you this, you see the lock release disengagement bar there? I don't know what it is. If it were another millimeter proud than what it is, I have the hardest time. This is the most painful disengagement on my thumb of any knife I have. If it were just stuck out a little more, maybe had some texture, a little tooling on it, so that your thumb could get a grab on it. This is the most difficult, most painful knife I have in terms of disengaging the lock bar. Let's look at the lock. It's I wouldn't call it early. It's smack in the middle, as you can see. Such a light knife. I don't think there's a lot of pressure on this lock bar. You're not going to be chopping down trees with it or even batoning with a knife this thin. I like the profile of the blade. I don't like the skinniness. I don't like the flatness. The Volt has some roundness and contouring on the handle, which I think feels a lot better. This is so flat. It's G10. It's grippy enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Pocket clip is nice and stiff. It's not going to. This 2-ounce skinny little thing is not going to come out of your pocket. So if you like light knives, if you like skinny knives, it's got a decent sized blade. What did we say? 3 1/4? It's your knife. It's not my knife. Your mileage may vary. In these hands, it just doesn't feel great. It's an honest opinion, people. I know it's a popular knife. I know a lot of people do, but it's the way it feels, or more like the way it doesn't feel in my hand. I keep going back to the Volt 2. Contoured handles, 5/8 of an inch thick, fills the hand, solid grip. I don't get any of that at all in the Chill. Chill does have, I'd have to mention this quickly, raised thumb wrap, no jipping at all. And again, for me, painful to disengage. Okay, that's it, people. It's probably a good knife for most folks. It's just that I'm so weird about the way it's got to feel in my hands. God bless you all. I love you. Have a good night, and watch out for the snowstorm here. Bye.